So tell me a little bit about what are those biggest stressors, and Jeff, Delegate Bourne, we haven't heard from you yet. You want to talk a little bit about that? You have such a beautiful
Sure.
family. You want to talk about what's been most difficult for you all?
Well, I think, well, thank you for having me on the town hall, Mrs. Northam. I think the most difficult thing for us, and I know that my problems or my challenges are different than a lot of people's, but having two working parents, especially during the time when the school year was still quote unquote in, my daughter's 12, so she's a little bit more self-directed. My son is 8 and he's a boy, and so we are much more difficult to direct and stay on task. And so that was really challenging when both my wife and I were at home. Both of us would have Zoom or WebEx or Teams meetings, and just trying to hand off or each of the different times when we weren't overlapping with those sort of meetings and calls and deadlines for work, and making sure that we could provide some assistance, some help to our youngest, and even sometimes to our oldest. And then I think trying to help our children manage their anxiety and their sort of disappointment and with not being able to have the social interaction, which, as you know, is so critical to child development. Trying to explain to them, why we can't go hang out with friends, why we aren't at school, and those sorts of things. And then I think, and we'll get to this later as I understand, but then when you have the George Floyd and the protests and the Black Lives Matter movement really taking a hold of the country, but obviously most acutely for us, the city of Richmond, especially trying to explain to my son what's going on, and really sort of trying to help him mature probably faster than I'd like him to mature. It's stressful for me and my wife, and so you have this combination of things that you're trying to bring some sense of normalcy to their lives. It's gotten a little better now with our sort of measured reopening. They can go to the pool now and they can do a little bit more activity, and so it's gotten better, but still, I mean, I think there's we'll probably get to this too, but the sort of deadline of Labor Day and schools reopening and what are we going to do, and so it's gotten better, but it's also just gotten different. But I mean, we're trying to make it work.